Hey, what's up, everybody? I am trying out Easy Drummer 3's Bandmate. I know there are videos out there already kind of displaying it, so if you made it to my video, thank you so much for checking it out. I am messing around with the Neural DSP Gojira plugin, and I'm just going to write a quick riff, and then I so far have figured out you have to dump down the riff, so your audio has to be separate. In Easy Drummer 3, there's no way for me to record my guitar that I know of, so I have to drag in the file, which is fine. That's kind of what it's set up for. It's a drum program, so it should pretty much operate as a drum program. It's its own individual thing, so I'm going to keep that minimized. Like I said, playing around with this Gojira plugin by Neural DSP. It's awesome. I love the octave pedal stuff. It just makes me... I come up with a lot of like rage-ish grooves, so let's come up with something. Good enough. I don't need it to be super long. All right, let's cut out the end thing there. It's a little noisy. And that is our riff. So, very short. I'm not going to double it. I'm not going to do any of that nonsense. Just because I want to see how this works. So let's dump it down. Dump it down, and we're good. All right, so now let's minimize that. Let's check it out. All right, so it's there. It works. All right, so back to Easy Drummer 3. Let's take this riff and drop it in. Boop. All right, it is 90 beats per minute. It's in 4/4. They automatically added swing and triplet, so let's see what happens. I mean, I do swing the riff a little, but I don't know that I like the swing drums on it. Let's undo the swing there. Let's get rid of that. Let's switch over to crash and see what happens. Not bad. I mean, that's pretty much what I would have programmed. Just a straight... It just gives it a better groove if you do like a 2/4, you know, the ba, 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 ba. So, yeah, with the crash is good for like an intro. You're coming in, got that power going. And then if I was going into a verse, I would change it to close hi-hat. Wow. Wow, I like that. And then we got a little something at the end there, so let's just play it through. That's so cool. And up on top here, it tells you metal, closed hi-hat, you know, C, that's what I picked. There's more, obviously, B and an A. But it's Easy X, it comes from the Easy X Progressive pushy 120 beats per minute, verse 4 But cool, it tells you where they got it from. So basically, all right, so it looks like when you drop in a groove, it analyzes your groove. I keep saying groove, but that's because I'm thinking of this. It's analyzing your riff or your rhythm, and it's picking a groove from the groove editor. And then it might change it up a little bit, but that's really cool. So what it does is, I guess it looks for, I'm guessing, but it looks for something similar, almost like what the tap to find would do. So if I was doing the tap to find, I'd have to play that. And I might not even have thought of that snare drum thing, the little offbeat thing, which I think sounds awesome. And it looks through all the stuff you have, because I have this pack, Easy X Progressive pack, and I don't know how many people have that one, but so it found a groove in that pack which is really cool. So kind of like makes you feel like if you have all the packs, well, the more stuff you have, then the more stuff it has to kind of go through and find things. But I know it changes it a little bit too. And if you look at what they set here automatically, you have the snare is almost up halfway, the kick is almost up halfway, the hi-hat is up halfway. So it's like you're getting a lot of kick, a lot of snare, but it's still grooves, so it's not an overkill amount. So what you're getting in the snare are the ghost notes, which is awesome. Like that little snare drum that hit that's a little off almost resets the beat, which is cool. I like that. Alright, yeah. And then there's a little fill at the end. And then again, they continue drums because the recording continued. So even though I stopped playing, there's still another measure of space because that's how I bounced it. So with this, if you're looking for, a cool drum beat, you drop in your riff, and this is also pretty cool. So I like that, right? And this is in its own separate program. I didn't open up Easy Drummer in here. I could do it that way, but it doesn't matter because you have to dump down, as far as I know so far, you have to dump down the riff as an audio file to drag it in here. I've tried to do it like this and it doesn't work. So you have to do it. It has to be dumped down. So maybe your DAW is different and it might work a little better that way. But so far, this is the way I've seen to do it. And if I want to take these drums, which I like, and then drop them in, I can literally just do that, even though I just messed that up. But I'll hit no. Here we go. And let's see. Sounds like I heard a bass guitar in there. It's the overtones from that bass drum. It almost sounds like a boom. Anyways, so yeah, really cool. So it is a great tool for songwriting because you can literally just write a riff, pop it in there, it comes up with a drum beat for you. I mean, or you can still do it the old-fashioned way, pop open Easy Drummer. I know I have Easy Drummer 2 here because I have it set for a template. When I write music, I just open up a new template and it pops open all my stuff. So I have to update the template now for Easy Drummer 3. But whatever, take 2 seconds. So whatever you're using, you would literally just dump it down, pop the riff into the Bandmate, and it will analyze and come up with some stuff. You still got to play around and you find what you like. And, when you're writing, sometimes hearing other drum beats and things you wouldn't have thought of give you more ideas. You know what I mean? So it will kind of lead to better writing, perhaps. I don't know. That's, remains to be seen, but I like the idea that they had with this. It's a great idea. It really is. So far, so good. It analyzed the tempo, which was awesome. And it was right on the money, 90 beats per minute. As you can see right here, I made it at 90 beats per minute. It's in 4/4. I wonder if I had done something in a different time signature, would it have analyzed the time signature too? So we should try that. Let's try that. So let's open, you know what? Let's just do that from here. So if I was to, you know what? Undo that. I like it. I'm going to keep this. I'll just do a new track real quick. New song 2. Because today's the 7th. It's not really a song, but it's a riff right now, but eventually it would be a song. All right, so let's close that now that I saved it. Open up a new template. Yeah, oh, okay, because I had the drums still open. So this is how I do it. Write a new song or a YouTube video, because sometimes I'll do a YouTube video and I want to record myself playing, and you get the audio better that way. For right now, you're hearing all the audio through my Blue Yeti microphone, so it's not bad, but it's not as great as having it direct. All right, so I open up my template. It has all my tracks set up for when I would start writing or whatever. Again, I have to update the template because I still have Easy Drummer 2 in here, so let's switch to Easy Drummer 3. I also still have Amplitude for my bass, which I like to use Amplitude, but I also like to use the Neural DSP Parallax, which has a meaty bass sound, as you heard in my last video. We'll switch over to Metal Machine. I like that one still. It's still a favorite. I like to switch this one to the Black Beauty. Just a cool sounding snare. They're all cool sounding. I mean, I have no qualms with any of them. All right, let's do something in an odd time signature just to see if it picks up the odd time signature. So I'll do something in 7/8. Should be relatively easy to do. I'm very familiar with it. 7/8, thanks to Rush. Keep it simple. Let's remove all this extra space and bring it to there. All right. So we'll end up with a little extra drums, but who cares? You can fix it later. All right. So this one. All right. And we'll bounce that down. Should take about a half second, and we're done. All right. Now let's go back over to Easy Drummer 3. Let's remove that. Let's grab our riff in 7. Let's pop it in there. Let's see if it finds it. It did not. It did find the tempo close. It was off by 1, so it's about 120. Yeah. And this should be 7/8. Okay, so you do have to set the time signature yourself. Well, let's see what they come up with. I like it. Something weird happened there. What might have been with my playing, and they just picked it up like that. But I kind of like the. There is like a delay when it starts, but I like the drum beat they came up with. It's simple, but it works. And this one doesn't tell me it got it from anywhere, so maybe it literally just analyzed what I played, and then that's what it came up with. We could do with toms. Let's see what they come up with. It's like a little Megadeth thing there, like the beginning of Trust. All right, let's see. Crash. There we go. Loading the groove. It's similar to like the Apple drum thing they have in Logic, where you select a drummer and then they analyze what you're playing and they come up with a drum beat. It's similar to that, but it's feeding mostly from Easy Drummer 3's grooves. Like, it'll find something. So this one's taking a little longer. I couldn't possibly have tricked it up that much. Or perhaps I did. Let's try Ride. Anything? Hello? Hello? Where'd you go? I'm confusing it because I keep changing it. All right, let's start over. I don't want to sit here while it does this. So you do have to punch in your own time signature. That's fine. And 242. There we go. 2 times the estimated tempo. Let's do that. Let's make it metal. Here we go. That's good for like double time. Like if you wanted to like kind of change it up halfway through the song and go double time. It's pretty cool, actually. I definitely wouldn't have done that on my own, but really cool. All right, let's do it again. Let's bring it in. 7/8. 7/8. And let's make this 120, the correct tempo. Even though 121, I don't think you won't hear that much of a difference. And let's see if it'll work this time if I switch to crash. Yeah, okay, this time it worked. There's that little flub there. So I wonder if I could bring this into Grid Editor and fix it. Can I do that? Let's try it like this. What if I pull Grid Editor out and then bring that guy down there? No, nothing. Nope. Anything? Hello? Open in Grooves tab. Maybe that'll work. Use Song Creator. There we go. Maybe use with Song Creator. Again, it's just fun to like play around and just try different things because this is how you learn how to make this stuff work. This is interesting. What? Not that. Close that. Let's close that. I want to fix it. So what I'd have to do at this point, for right now, because I haven't figured this out yet, but what I'd have to do right now is take this, go into Logic Pro. It's not the end of the world, because when I'm writing, I'm usually writing in Logic anyway, so I can save it as a song or whatever I'm doing, and then I'll drop it here for now, because go back in here and play around. But you should be able to edit it in here. I just haven't figured out how to do it yet. But yeah, I mean, I can't even. Oh, I can drag it down there now. Okay, good. So I could probably do it from here. Yep, there it is. There it is. Yeah, it got weird. It's like in between the beat. Can I move it? Can I move it? Oh, okay, there we go. It was not letting me move it. Delete. 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 I have to go to the pencil. That's why. Ay, ay, ay. See, like they're off. Yeah, they're off. I could do it like that. Get that off there. Let me see what happens. That usually happens about here. And then that. It's so much. It is a lot easier to fix it in here than it is in Logic, honestly. Yeah, it really is a lot easier to fix in here. All right, and it humanizes it too. But I think what it mostly humanizes are the velocities. But I did put the velocities up all the way, so it's really not going to do anything as I have it way too high. But again, that was just so I could hear it better. So when doing this, what I would probably do, going back to Bandmate, probably leave the velocity. I don't know if I'd leave it at 0, but yeah, it's still off here because I fixed it here. So what I'd have to do is, can I drag it back up here? I can. Look at that. Much better. Look at that. So yeah, so I did figure it out. Took me a little bit, but yeah. So I mean, this is really what the program's about. It's playing around, and while you're writing and things like that, it helps you come up with new ideas and things that you can use for, like I said, things you may not have thought of, and it will kind of take you into that realm of writing where You're just coming up with ideas based on new things you're hearing, things that you wouldn't have done on your own, which is really the beauty of it, you know? And that's what the beauty of these programs. Same thing with the easy keys, the easy bass, the easy drummer. They give you a good foundation for ideas. So again, not sure if I'll use Bandmate as much as I use the Grooves, where I kind of look through that way, but I think it'll be a good alternative too while writing, to say, hey, you know what, let's see what they come up with. And then especially for something in 7/8, because that was the one issue I had with Easy Drummer, was most of their time signatures are just standard 4/4, 3/4, 6/8, and really that's it. I mean, there really wasn't anything else. And I thought even in the easy progressive pack, that there would have been more odd time signature stuff, but there wasn't. So there was none. It was all 4/4. So like if I go to that library, let's see, the easy progressive. Here you go, 4/4. It's mostly 4/4, and I think there's some 6/8. Nope, all 4/4. It's weird. Like, you figure progressive, they'd have odd time signatures, but they don't. So that was my only issue, really. But having this Bandmate thing, you can fix that. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, why not subscribe? I'm going to be putting out that Rush cover video, I'd say within a day or two. Stay tuned for that if you're interested. There'll be more videos like that. Jerry and I tend to make it a weekly thing, although sometimes it's once every 2 weeks, but it just depends. We're we both have jobs and we work, and we're busy too. So we do this for fun, and when we can, we do. So again, thank you for watching. See you guys soon.